Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Hinton, Virginia. It is about 10 or 15 miles east of here.
Okay. How did you end up in Audubon?
I moved to, well, actually I live in Briar Branch, which is about 3 minutes up the road from Audubon. Not much of a difference, but you know, close enough. I got married and we bought a house there. Ended up in the best elementary school district in the county.
This area.
The mountains. They're not very hidden, but
They're out.
they're up there, yeah. That's when the kids were little, like there's 3 different, like they're the man-made dams, of course, you know. But yeah, we used to go fishing there. We skated on them in the wintertime when it was frozen up. Oh yeah,
Wow.
that's cool.
Do you know the names of the dams?
Henquare Dam, the Briar Branch Dam, and then there's the Stanton Dam, and forget the name of the other one, and then the big one over on 33 at the top of close to the top of the mountain towards West Virginia is Switzer Dam.
And you can ice skate on it when it's like frozen?
Yep.
Wow.
I've been skating on 2 different.
So, what makes Audubon different than the other surrounding cities?
It's really a lot different. It's, I don't know. People are friendly, but I think they're friendly pretty much everywhere around this area. Now, if you go further away, I think it's, well, people are friendly if they know you around here, but for you all to just, you know, stop in and they might be like, well, they're not around here, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It's a very like close-knit community.
I would say
Everyone knows
Oh yeah.
everyone
And their business.
and their best.
An interesting story about your time in Audubon. It could be anything.
Okay, so this is completely different, and y'all, I don't think I've ever told you this either. When I was a teenager, I was raised Old Order Mennonite. Y'all see the horse and buggies on the road?
Yeah,
around here?
yeah.
Okay. So, me and my best friend, we were going from my house in Hinton to a friend's house who lives just up this road here, past the school a bit. And we drove the horse and buggy, but it was in the middle of the summer and it was hot. And so we stopped the horse and we got on the roof of the buggy and drove.
Wait, how did you do that?
Just put the reins on.
Oh my gosh. That's a really good story.
That's the road. Yes, from Hinton to Audubon. Yes.
How far was that?
It was in a horse and buggy. It was a long ride. We had so much fun. It's a wonder that we didn't get reported or something.
That's really
Wait,
funny.
that's perfect. And then really quickly, I'm just adding this in. Can you tell us about Audubon Elementary School, like the size of it, maybe?
Audubon has approximately between 200 and 220 students, I think. I don't know the exact number, but that's true. The teacher, the kindergarten teacher who was here, she just retired 3 years ago, I think. She's now working as an assistant to Mrs. Flora. Her name is Mrs. Perry. She was the kindergarten teacher for all 4 of my children.
Wow.
Which was really cool. But the funny thing is that she was teaching kindergarten to grandkids of people that she taught when the school first opened.
Wow.
So like the kindergartners were the grandkids, so she had taught the parents and the grandparents
That's
from the time
crazy.
that she started teaching, yeah. And yeah, it's everybody knows everybody. And if you're new, like to the community, cause see that's like when my kids, when my girls went to school here, my oldest daughter, 95% of the girls in her class were related to each other in some way, and if they weren't, they knew each other because their parents were friends. And see, since we had moved into the area, we didn't really run in the same circles, we didn't know the same people and all that. So that was a little harder for my daughter to make friends, but she did.
Yeah.
But it's just, I mean, you would be shocked if you knew how many of the kids in this classroom right here are related to each other.
Well, actually, the other.
It's a great school because the kids, like the teachers, they know everybody's name.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Even if they're not in your class, which is awesome.
yeah.
They'll walk down the
Oh,
hallway
yeah.
and be like, hi, and not even just their name. They'll ask like something related to like their
because
actual
they,
life.
yes,
And I'm like,
they
wow.
know about, you know, your family, what's going on, you know.
Yeah.
It's crazy how it is, and you kind of start to take it for granted because you know my son is 13, so he hasn't been here for 2 years. But I had kids in the school from 1998 until 2000. What year did Gabriel graduate from 5th grade and go to middle school? 2 years ago, so 2014.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So
amazing.
So how long have you been working at Audubon?
I started working here when my son was in pre-K. I worked as a cafeteria monitor. I would not do that again. That's a horrible, horrible job. And I did that until 2000. This is 2017. I guess 2008. Yeah, and then the evening custodian moved to a different school, and I started being a custodian, and I've been doing that ever since.
Wow. That's really cool. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, thank you for
Yeah,
sharing
thank
your
you so
stories
much.
with us.
No
Thank you
problem.
so